5 out basketball, 5 segments, 5 takes. This is the podcast for NBA conversations. This is 5 out basketball, and it starts in 3, 2, 1.
We're in the middle of the season, and all NBA teams, they're going to be announced at the end of the season. So we're going to do our mid-season predictions for what we think the teams are going to look like. Everton, you think we should start from the first team and go down?
Yeah, I think first team to third team. Let's go team by team.
Okay. And just so you know, I didn't consider games.
Oh, you didn't consider games?
Yeah, I did it out of respect.
Oh, okay. Ours will look maybe a little different. I considered games.
Yeah, I'm being honest. I probably should have. I really just want to show my flowers to who deserves it.
I get it.
Because the fact that Embiid's not going to be all NBA is messed up.
Yeah, it's crazy. But before you get into that, just want to set a baseline for the people who might not know. And all NBA teams are positionless now. You can have literally 5 guards on the first team if that was the situation. So for anybody that doesn't know, they are positionless. So it's not 2 guards, 2 forwards, a center. It is positionless. So
yeah, I think I would have done one thing differently then, but I guess I wouldn't have because I just had to take Embiid out. But hey, technically at the midseason, Embiid's played enough games. So
yes, technically right now
he has. End of the season, it won't be here sadly. But
yeah,
Everton, I'm going to go first.
Yeah,
I think. Well, I know Jokic is going to be there now, but I think I'd be relatively confident this would be the first team if the season ended now. But I'm going to go Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid.
Ooh, okay. Mine was Luka, SGA, Tatum, Giannis, Jokic. Now, I don't know how specific they are about the centers and forwards thing. I do think they can let you have 2. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I have to do more research on that.
They're lucky they don't have to deal with it in the end of the season because Embiid's injuries. But
yeah,
it's just such a tough one to deal with because you got to take out Tatum or Giannis in that situation for 2 centers. It's tough. But I need to make one thing clear because I think people are being a little too disrespectful of Tatum. This people think Tatum's not going to be all NBA first team. Let's calm down.
No, let's stop.
He's the best team in the East, and he's their number 1 guy, and he's averaging a bunch of points. Why would Tatum not be first team NBA?
No.
Anybody
who doesn't think he was crazy.
Do I get really annoyed that he doesn't drive to the basket? Yeah, I do. But that you can't take him out of the first team for that just because he doesn't play your style of play. He can be better, but he still hoops. He's one of the best players in the NBA, and I'm not letting him get disrespected like that.
Nah, if Embiid was gonna play the amount of games, it would make sense to have the 2 centers in over him because I don't think you can take off any of the other guys.
It's a tough situation to be in, but that's what makes all NBA so fun.
Yeah, and then Embiid, like I said, he would have been on mine, obviously. But look, the one thing people didn't talk about with that 65 game rule?
What's up?
The players signed off on it.
Didn't President Grant Williams sign off on it?
Oh my! Is that why you don't like Grant Williams?
I mean, that's one of the 2. I could go on and on for my Grant Williams slander. You thought the Bull slander was bad?
Yeah, I know. But the players signed off on that rule, so to double back on it is okay. But that's neither here nor there. Just thought that was interesting. But I feel like we'd have the same All NBA team if we did the same thing. I just went with him. I just said Embiid's not gonna play, so I'm just kind of just
probably should have considered it that way. But hey, midseason, I'm gonna show Embiid his flowers.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I ain't mad at it.
But now we're gonna do second team. This is where I think it gets a little more fun. I thought first team was relatively a lock, but now we're gonna have some fun. I have Stephen Curry.
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Nikola Jokic.
Okay, so we definitely have similar but different.
Okay.
I had Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I had Curry. Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant. And I did have LeBron, but I can understand why anybody who on the third team would be over LeBron. But I'll give LeBron this, right? He's still been good. He hasn't been a worse LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you consider that, it's it's kind of hard to put him below some of these other guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that long. The thing is, right? And this is proven in who made the All NBA or not All NBA, the All Star teams. They do somewhat value how long you've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
And for LeBron, they're gonna always give him his flowers, always give him his flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do the same, but I just feel like they're gonna make sure LeBron's on the second team. I think he'll make an All NBA team for sure. If one of those Mitchell or Brunson were to get the push up and go to second team over him, and I wouldn't be mad at it either. Honestly, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad at it. But I think LeBron's played enough games. He's played a lot of games this year, and his numbers are still up to par. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, like you said, they respect longevity, but they also respect wins. Like they like teams that
yeah,
win games, and
true.
that's a big issue with Lakers, especially with LeBron not being the number one guy right now. I think that hurts.
Mhm.
He's still an All NBA player. Like I'm not gonna pretend I didn't have him on my third team,
Yeah,
but I just like the NBA is a lot more competitive now, which makes the sport so fun. It's just I
yeah.
don't want to see these players are necessarily better than LeBron, but they're just in better situations being the number one guys on their winning teams. So that's
Mm.
why I deducted LeBron there. Sorry for all my LeBron sexuals. I do like LeBron James. I swear I do. I'm not trying to slander. It's just the NBA is fun. But you didn't have Donovan Mitchell on your second team?
No, I didn't.
Really?
I
Can you give me your five again?
Anthony Davis,
Uh
LeBron,
yeah.
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Kawhi.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss off some LeBron fans. I'm really about to tank the stock of the 5 Out podcast right here. But I really don't know how you can give it to LeBron over Donovan Mitchell outside of the longevity. It's just the Cavs, they had a rough start to the season, but all of a sudden they're the
Yeah,
second best team in the East, and they
yeah, they
had
are.
injuries for a while. It wasn't like this team was healthy, but Mitchell got them to that point. He's been fantastic this season, and he got snubbed to being a starter, and I'm just not letting that happen again. Donovan Mitchell is an incredible player, and I'm excited for what the Cavs are gonna do this playoffs, man. I think it's gonna say a lot about their like Donovan Mitchell like legacy because like after they're supposed to be like that team last year, they got bounced quickly. I think it's some redemption. We've seen it from Mitchell this season, and he has to be on NBA second team. Has to be.
Yeah, honestly, looking back, the way I structured mine, wins probably should have came more into factor because they do value wins more than how long you've been doing it. So I could see why Don. I just, it's LeBron, bro. That's really what
Yeah,
it is.
it's a
If it was
LeBron
anybody
tax.
else, yeah, it's that Braun tax. Like if it was anybody else, I probably wouldn't feel that strong towards it. But that Braun tax. As long as LeBron plays enough games and he puts up what 25, 7 and 7, he's gonna be in there.
Mhm.
But the wins do matter. So I agree with that.
Yeah. And so, are you ready for your third team? Because I got much to add
Actually,
on to that.
one more thing
Oh,
I wanted to
let's hear it. Let's
say.
hear it.
I remember this, right? Remember the Lakers when he first joined the team
Hmm.
in like 2019? They missed the playoffs and he didn't even play that much. His
Yeah.
numbers were pretty decent or pretty good, but like whatever. He still made All NBA third team.
Third team.
True, third team, but like, yeah, true.
All right. Just fingers crossed. I don't like being wrong. Nothing against LeBron. But now to move on to the third team, this is tough, man. Like this is where it gets nitty and gritty. You gotta cut some players out. And there's one player I think I'm gonna regret cutting out because it will piss off a certain fan base. But it's tough
Okay.
here. Like, but let's get into it. I got Jalen Brunson,
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Domantas Sabonis.
Ooh. Okay.
It's spicy. I left out Anthony Edwards.
So I had Donovan Mitchell, Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Sabonis, and Devin Booker.
Oh, it's positionless. I was trying to calculate that in my head. No, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So I'll be honest though. Like I said with Mitchell, he could have been second team, and Jalen Brunson he could honestly be second team too.
Hmm.
But I don't think the NBA are bold enough not to have Edwards in All NBA. I just don't think they're bold enough.
It's just nothing against Anthony Edwards, but like this looking at who I had in 13, Brunson and Booker, I just can't give Anthony Edwards the argument. Like I know I was like preaching wins earlier, but Devin Booker has saved the Suns team from disaster, and
Yeah,
Jalen Brunson literally put New York back on the map. Like
yeah.
I struggle so hard to fit Anthony Edwards in there, and like KD's also like I'd have to take KD out in that situation if I put Edwards in. That's
Nah, I
another thing I
can't.
can't do. I can't. Like
No.
they're still winning games, and it's just I feel terrible for Anthony Edwards to do that to him, but I
I
did give him the bounce.
I don't think they'll give it because they're the number one seed at the end of the day.
Mhm.
So I do think he'll get that one seed tax.
Yeah.
Funny. And then Sabonis, yeah, I don't know how he wasn't an all-star, but
Mm.
you can't argue with 20,
Mm.
12, and 8, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And he's been getting
Um,
triple doubles like crazy. Like he's
exactly.
been a mini Jokic. It's been fantastic.
Insane. And
But
then Booker, I know people might be surprised because I wrote down not like a bunch of snubs, but this was like kind of like a Booker or Halliburton, but I don't think Halliburton will get in over any of those guys, to be
nah,
honest. He's
Indiana's
been
not good
great.
enough.
Nah, he's been great, but I just don't think he'll make it over some of these dudes.
He's incredible though. Nothing against him. It's just when you're talking all NBA, it's a high level. So like some players are just gonna get snubbed. It's the name of the game. But question for you, Everton. So I had LeBron in my third team. Is there
Yeah.
a chance you can make an argument for Brunson, Edwards, Booker, Durant, LeBron?
For third team,
Yeah,
Brunson, Edwards, Booker, Durant, LeBron.
yeah. Because
You
it's
could,
positionless.
yeah, you could do that, and that would mean Sabonis is
Snubbed
a
again.
snub. Which, again, if he didn't make the All-Star team, I could see that.
Mhm.
But yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
that might be more likely. If we're
I know,
being
it's just
honest,
we like to show our flowers here, and like Sabonis can't keep getting disrespected. Like I
nah.
know his defense isn't the best, but he is an offensive monster. Scores points, rebounds, dishes the ball so well. And Sacramento's been a fun team to watch,
Yeah,
man. Him and De'Aaron are awesome.
yeah. I could see that because, like I said, I just don't think the NBA is gonna leave out Anthony Edwards, bro. That's like their golden guy right now.
Yeah,
Like I know we have the European guys who are really the best players in the league, but you know they're gonna push that. You know they always want an American player to be the
yeah,
guy. So Anthony Edwards seems like the guy. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's my country.
Bro, like you know that's what they go for,
Yeah.
xenophobia. But it is what it is. But I don't think they're bold enough not to have Anthony Edwards in there. That's just how I feel.
I want to feel the same way, but I went against it. Anthony Edwards also a fun player, but man, these all NBA teams are no jokes, and I'm wishing the best of luck to whoever has to vote on these because it's
Yeah,
no joke.
it's
But
not.
thank you so much for tuning into this segment of the 5 Out Podcast. I am Joey the Master LeMaster, and me and Everton are so thankful for your guys' support. If you want to keep supporting us, please check out the full podcast on Spotify and follow our TikTok account. Both of those will be in the bio, and make sure to leave a like and stay smooth.